Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our third in the weekly series of Direct from the Director. My name is Greg Foster. I am the Emergency Management Director for Nassau County. Our intent is to have an informal conversation about the information you hear and read so that we can provide you with the best and most accurate, up-to-date information available to us at Emergency Management, and along the way help you to discern what is true and what may not be so true. We are not trying to tell you what to do in these conversations, but simply give you information so that you can decide how to best protect yourself, your family, your friends, and others with whom you may come in contact here in Nassau County and elsewhere. Also, let me express my gratitude to Mary Von Moore at the Florida Department of Health, Nassau, who so graciously agreed to fill in for me last week when I was out of the office. Thank you, Mary. You did a great job. Just off camera, so that we can practice social distancing, is our PIO at the Emergency Operations Center, Dave Richardson, who now joins me with a couple of questions. Dave?
Director, how you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Good. 2 weeks ago, we started discussing fall, winter, the holiday season coming up. Temperatures are now going down, as we have seen this past week, driving people inside. And this also comes at the time we're seeing a large surge in COVID-19 cases across the country. Many states are now beginning again to enact restrictions and mask mandates. There's a lot of concern, even fear from some, that we're not taking this seriously enough. Are we? And what can we do personally to help?
Sure. The answer is yes. We are taking it seriously. We are monitoring the situation throughout the country, throughout the state of Florida, and through our own county. And cases are going up, and we are monitoring that. We are taking that seriously, and that's why we continue to push out information, the latest information from the CDC, from the Florida Department of Health, and encourage people to review that information and take steps that will make it safer for them. In reference to individual people, what they're able to do is to review the information from the CDC and the Florida Department of Health. Take a look at some of those safety measures that they're suggesting to make yourself safer. And again, I use that word safer because nobody can guarantee safety at any point. But they'll make it safer for you and the people that you're around, like social distancing, washing your hands, sanitizing your hands with hand sanitizer, and of course wearing a mask if you're not able to social distance. So yes, we are taking this very seriously. We've been monitoring the situation since the mid-February timeframe, and we've seen this ebb and flow, surge and decrease, and we take it seriously every time that the numbers go up.
Well, and you mentioned that, and we also see things evolve. Some people have said, well, you said don't wear masks, then wear a mask. Masks only protect someone else, now they protect you. How do you deal if you're out in the public with the changing information all the time from CDC, Department of Health, from us? I mean, it changes.
That's an excellent point, and it's an excellent question. Obviously, through the 9 months, 8 months of this pandemic, it has changed slightly on some of the recommendations from CDC and FDOH. They call this a novel coronavirus for a reason. This is a new virus to humanity. Humanity has not had this virus, has built up no knowledge of this virus up until the point where it became a pandemic or an epidemic in Southeast Asia. They're learning, they continuously study, they continuously have this in the lab, they continuously gather information on how this is being spread based on the numbers, based on the positivity rates, based on how the virus acts in nature and the environment and with people. And as they do that, they come up with new information, they come up with new guidance that may be something that contradicts what came out a couple of months ago, but now because they've had the time to study the virus, they've got the ability to say, yes, this in fact will help you. Much like the masks. Now the information coming out is saying that masks do provide you with some safety when dealing with the coronavirus, and that's based on that ongoing study of the virus itself.
Well, let's go back to Thanksgiving. A week from today, if I remember correctly. And we started this conversation last week with Mary, but let's kind of do a couple things, and then I have another question for you as well. There are specific things we can do, and it all involve what we've been hearing for months now. Wash your hands frequently, wear a mask, social distancing. There were a couple of other things that we're suggesting about Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Some people are saying, don't do it. I mean,
Sure.
just with people from your own household. What else can we do if there's going to be 5, 6, 7, 10 people at Thanksgiving dinner to help protect ourselves?
Well, there's several things that you can do that have already been stated, and then several new things that are recommendations or ways to make yourself safer. A lot of it falls back to that original set of recommendations from the Florida Department of Health. But it puts it in a different light when you're dealing with Thanksgiving or Christmas or any of the holiday gatherings that you have. First, I'd like to say, I understand that there are a number of people that are going to go see their loved ones, and this is a tradition that has been going on for hundreds of years. It's going to happen, but we can take some certain minor steps to be able to make it safer for yourself. Again, the touching surfaces that are commonly touched. Well, if you kind of think about it, a lot of the plates and other stuff that you handle during Thanksgiving meals, that's a surface that you're touching. So pay some attention to that. Have some hand sanitizer available so that you can use hand sanitizer once you touch something that other people have touched. Also, we live in Florida. It's a wonderful place. I love Florida. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. It's going to be warm, or at least warmer than some other parts of the country. We're looking at the 70s.
Than our friends in Michigan right now.
Exactly. We're looking at in the 70s. If you have that opportunity, if you have a Florida room, or you have that opportunity to at least have part of your event outside where there's a larger space, not so confined, out in the fresh air, then if you can do that, then do that. That's another step that's going to make it a little bit safer for everybody involved. And then after you go to the meal, after you've had the event, just stay cognizant of the fact that, you could have been exposed. There's a possibility you could be exposed, and just act accordingly with the direction from the Florida Department of Health and CDC on that.
Okay. So that's great, because one of the other concerns that we're hearing about right now is travel.
Right.
To meet family for Thanksgiving. Some of this is a concern because of college kids coming home.
Sure.
Exposure at college campuses. We already know the Notre Dame Clemson football game, and all of that was taking place. So travel is an issue. Are we concerned in Nassau County about the numbers of people that are going to come into Nassau County to visit, either during Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving on the weekend?
Sure, that's always a concern here. Again, we live in Florida, we're a coastal community, we have a beautiful beach, we have a beautiful island, we have a beautiful county altogether. And we have to pay attention to the fact that people are going to be coming into this area. We are a retirement area, so we have younger people coming in from all over the country to visit their parents, their grandparents in our jurisdiction. So we're always paying attention to that and kind of trying to gear our message towards the fact that, okay, we've got college kids coming in. Well, college doesn't mean that you're automatically at risk, but there are some things, there are some colleges, some states, some at-risk things that occur in college that make you a little bit more vulnerable to the coronavirus. So we're always trying to push that message out that you need to monitor your health. If you feel sick, don't come. If you feel sick, it might not be the coronavirus. It might not be COVID-19. It may be the flu. You don't want to give your family members the flu either. So pay attention to that kind of stuff. And then being that we're a coastal community that's going to be in the mid-70s and Thanksgiving, then we are going to continue to have those people who come after their Thanksgiving event into our jurisdiction. We spend a lot of time trying to update through many sources out there in the community on getting information to the people that are coming into our community on, hey, this is how you can make yourself safer. These are some steps that you can take to protect yourself while you're in our jurisdiction. Have fun, enjoy yourself, but let's all be safe because we're all in this together.
Okay. We're doing this every Thursday. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We're still going to do this.
Yep.
We'll do another segment
Yep.
and talk about. I don't know what subject we're going to talk about yet,
Sure.
because things change almost daily with this virus. But I just wanted you to let everybody know that we'll be here next week to do this again on Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. I think this is a benefit for our agency and the people out there to have this opportunity to present this information kind of in a different way. And I think we will continue it until this virus is over, and then probably after that point when we have other issues that come up.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.